Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon Directed, where we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to our life for the most positive way possible. This is take 3. I can't even tell you what's come out of my mouth, and I don't want to put your card back. So I hope you can trust me. You got the Ace of Pentacles. It is a big, beautiful new beginning that you have going up that is about building something of value, something that it takes meticulous effort. It takes a solid foundation. It is the building of a solid foundation in order to bring in something really beautiful and spectacular into your life. And so I'm sorry, but I just didn't want to put it back and reshuffle. So here we go. Let's turn the camera down, take a look at what's going on with the cards. I have to turn off a notification because it's bothering me. All right, so let's see what's happening here. We start out the week with the moon in a fellow fire sign. It is in Aries. It got there on the 14th. And so the moon actually in Aries is in a really nice aspect to the other planets and where they're all hanging out. And it's not that uncomfortable, but it's building towards something. So I just want to remind you to pay attention to taking care of yourself, particularly at the beginning. Oh, my nose is itching. Particularly at the beginning of the week. Fill up your own cup of love. Do what you need to do to nourish yourself and take care of yourself and prepare yourself for being centered and being relaxed into who you are and what it is that you really want and desire, because there is some stuff coming up here. So we have here trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it is way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. There you go. Don't be a defensive wiener. So blindfolded. Oh, you have 2 cards. I didn't even know that. Being blindfolded, walking across a tightrope across shark-infested waters. And look, you're not traveling alone. So it's like you have to trust the little voice in your head that's telling you, okay, now you take a step, now you take a step, now you take a step. So as you start traversing the next steps, make sure you're taking care of yourself, listening to your little voice. Oh my God, self-love. So this card says, that phase of the moon says self-love. That's why my nose was itching, because look what happened. You got self-love again. All right, so really, really super important here. It says, I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the politically correct kind. Oh, I'm sorry, it says the PG kind. I thought it said PC. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way that I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? So, super important that you focus on yourself, that you focus on nourishing yourself, that you are open to the guidance and the abundance of spirit, but at the same time, you give it to yourself by believing in yourself and by trusting in yourself. And your little voice in your head, which does not make you crazy. It makes you aware. And so with the moon in the phase that it is on Tuesday, on Wednesday, when the moon moves into, so the moon moves into Taurus. Gosh, I'm sorry you're the first sign out. I always struggle. It moves into Taurus at 10:12 p.m. So really that's Monday and Tuesday energy of really nourishing yourself and taking care of yourself and loving yourself. And then Wednesday, Thursday is this energy of the moon in Taurus. In the moon in Taurus, it is about being able to see that there is a path. There is a way forward. See all the stairs there? There is a way forward. There's a way to get there. It's just going to take some effort and some... again, it's the step by step. It is laying the solid foundation brick by brick by brick, being... in square, right? He's using the level. He's making sure it's mastering. Even though it is an Ace of Pentacles, there's a degree of mastery that is going to be necessary even at the beginning to lay the foundation of what it is that you're doing next. You're going to be a little challenged. We've got Saturn in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus, and at the same time that moon is going to conjunct Uranus, and then it is also going to square off with all of those planets that are now up there stacking up in Aquarius. So you've got Saturn and Mercury, but Mercury is going super slow and getting ready to go direct in just a couple days, so it's barely moving. You have Uranus, not Uranus, Jupiter and Venus. Venus is quickly moving through Aries and Aquarius, and we'll be getting into Pisces soon. And so there's all of this energy up there that's kind of a tense emotional day on Wednesday. So taking care of yourself on Monday and Tuesday when it's a little easier, so that you're able to manage these kind of tough energies that are going on Wednesday and Thursday. And also on Thursday, we have the moon going to conjunct with Mars. And so again, that is some really, moon conjunct Mars, your emotions and what you're thinking and feeling can really flare up. And so there's going to be a need to kind of stay calm. It is going to be beneficial and helpful that the sun is going to get out of Aquarius before they're squaring off, which is kind of nice. There's a little bit of a square there, but then the moon moves into Pisces at 5:44 a.m. on Thursday, and so there will be a video come out later this week for you. I don't have the schedule in my head, but be looking for it for the month of the Pisces season for you. So you have healing. Focus on yourself. This energy is going to be so tense this weekend if you can pull your energy in and take care of you. Focus on you. Focus on laying the foundations for what it is you're doing. We also have all this, even though it's green because it's a earth sign, I feel like it's the green also of the healing, of taking the time to process through whatever it is, the need for self-love, for trusting the little voice in your head, for laying the foundation, for healing what it is that you need to heal in your life so that you can get to where it is that you're planning to go next. It seems really important. So I'm going to, I was trying to give myself more room before I set up, but I really didn't find it. Okay, so I shortened up my table so you could see the cards better, but now I have nowhere to work. All right, so I want to pull a card for you for that Pisces season. I'm going to do a whole video on it, but I did want to, at least in case you didn't view that, give you kind of a heads up of what kind of energy to be feeling into, an affirmation to be working with while that sun is in Pisces over the next 28 days. You have joy. Oh, I love that you have joy. Okay, joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. This is the attitude to adopt, to really, I want to say master. So laying the foundation carefully for what brings joy and happiness into your life. So it could be a creative project that you're working on. It could be all this healing stuff makes me feel like you could be changing jobs. You're coming out of a situation that wasn't working so much for you. Because we're up in your career sector with the energies this week. And so I feel like it's got something to do with where you're working. Maybe it's time to shift and look at a new job. What brings you joy? What satisfies your heart? What fills you with a sense of belonging? I just heard belonging. So there's something about the situation that isn't really working for you. And so there's going to be a need to really assess that situation. When the moon moves into Gemini at 11:04 a.m., it is about assessing of the future. It's like taking the long view, right? You're sitting up there and you're taking the long view as what's next and discerning through using your intuition what is best for you. Moon in Gemini is not really like super intuitive, but we have the North Node in Gemini right now, and it's about looking to the future and what makes you feel curious, what inspires you, what do you want to learn more about? And so listening to that little voice in your head that says, hey, go this way, try this. It is a willingness to trust yourself, your higher self, to guide you. And so in that way, it's very intuitive. It's not really super emotional. It's not all wet and soggy. It is more like clarity of vision from within, because while you may not be able to see where you're going with your eyes, there is a higher perspective to take, and there is a need to be willing to listen and discern with that little voice inside your head that will tell you, that will lead you, that will guide you, that will take you to where it is that you want to go, and allow you to be inspired. I feel like there's a need to feel inspired here. On Friday, Venus is going to square off with Mars while Jupiter squares the sun. Okay, but like within 4 hours of each other, they're doing this stuff. And so with that moon in Gemini, it is hard to say. You know, Venus can be a warrior and Venus can be a lover, and Mars can be a warrior and Mars can be a lover. And so to me, this is total Gemini energy of who's going to show up, right? Is it going to be emotionally fraught with danger and angst and fighting, or is it going to be the energy of passion and excitement about the new place that you're going, about what it is you're trying to create, about how you get the joy to come in and allow for the healing? And partly that's your choice. Partly in its awareness of this is a possibility, this is the potential energy. And so if you don't want to deal with it, then you just like move away, right? On Saturday, Mercury is going to go direct at 11 degrees of Aquarius. And so that energy is in trine with where the moon is. And so there's an opportunity with Mercury standing still to really pull in your energy and focus. It's like a laser beam. And so like focus in on what is important to you and what you want to create and what you're doing for yourself, and really drilling down into the details of laying a solid foundation for yourself, and letting everything else just be extraneous noise. You have the Duck. Again, it says healing, skillful negotiation, and ease. I navigate the worlds of spirit with creativity and emotion with grace. I'm going to read the back for you. You will move through tricky circumstances without becoming entangled in drama, negativity, or ego. So this is like the duck looks like it's gliding across the water, but underneath its feet are like moving super fast. So this is trusting that the spirit is going to carry you through the currents, be and flow with spirit, and allow yourself to move gracefully through the water, the emotional waters across the top of it, and just while everybody else is having their drama and trauma around you, keep centered. Stay within yourself. Your inner self knows how to guide you through any situation. There it is again, the inner self guiding you through the shark-infested waters, right? Do not worry about what others think or say about you. The truth will shine through and nothing else will stick to you. You are encouraged to look beyond the world you know into other realities. Look at that. That is perfect. Okay, this is that discernment process. Trusting you that you can adapt and thrive. Use nourishing oils, this nourishment here, right? Nourishing oils to create a protective barrier on your skin. As you apply the oil, imagine you're also applying a layer of psychic protection. So this week with this self-love, why don't you find yourself something really nice lotion that you like? When you get out of the shower and your skin is still wet, you apply that and it locks in the moisture. And if you view it as locking in your emotions to yourself and providing a protective barrier against the harsh, dry, whatever energies, the fiery energies, of all the heat, it protects your skin from drying out, and you stay self-contained and you stay within yourself. And I think you will navigate this week really well. All right. I wanted to get a last card for you, but Leo, this looks like, so there's a need to heal either physically, mentally, emotionally. There's a need, I think, to look at where you're working. Does it work for you? Where you're living, does that work? But this feels very much, it's about, well, whatever it is for you, because it could be different for everyone. But there is a need to allow yourself to focus on yourself and to put yourself first. Oh, big change is coming. Okay. So we have, and I say that because you have move and change. Oh, yes, you do. But can you read them? There you go. Move and change. And then you have the wildflower, which basically, why can't I get that? There we go. Woo-hoo. Okay. Wildflower says, live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So whatever this is that you need to move away from, this new beginning. You know, it says a rolling stone gathers no moss, as with falling leaves, embrace the change. Change of some sort is happening. Allow yourself to be in flow with spirit. Trust the little voice inside your head. Take care of yourself and allow this to be a healing opportunity, because it's also a growth opportunity. It's also a growth opportunity. He is laying a solid foundation. Lay a solid foundation for where you want to go next, and take care of yourself this week. You are moving toward joy. And that's what's really important. Okay? You guys take good care, and I will see you later this week with more about the Pisces season. And you guys take good care of yourselves. It's gonna be rough. Stay centered. Stay within your own protective layer. All right? You take care.